If you have ADSL, NBN Fibre to the node, or NBN Fibre to the building, this video will show you how to conduct isolation testing when you're experiencing connection issues. We'll show you how to check for faults and how to perform an isolation test. If you're unable to browse the internet, are experiencing dropouts or a slow connection, first ensure that your equipment is powered on. When the gateway is working optimally, all lights will be a solid blue. If any of the lights are off or red, turn the power off at the wall, leave it for 30 seconds, then turn it back on. After a few minutes, if the lights on the gateway are still red or won't come on, your modem may have a fault. If the lights aren't red but you're still experiencing connection issues, you may need to conduct an isolation test. An isolation test is done to test where the service disruption is coming from. It also triggers all of your equipment to resync. Begin the isolation test by unplugging all Ethernet and phone cables from the gateway, including the IAD if you have one, and wait for at least 30 seconds. Then plug the telephone cable from your wall socket back into the DSL port on your modem and wait a few minutes to see if the gateway's WAN and internet lights turn blue. Reconnect the Ethernet cable from your gateway to your computer, or if you use Wi-Fi, make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi. Then open a browser and go straight to speedtest.telstra.com and perform a speed test. If you have an ADSL connection and are unable to perform a speed test, unplug the telephone cable from the gateway and plug it into an analog telephone instead if you have one. Then listen for a dial tone. If there's no dial tone, the socket may not be active. Find a different wall socket and repeat the process. If you are able to perform a speed test when plugged directly into the wall with no other devices connected, but couldn't get the internet before, this means that there may be a piece of equipment that is causing the issue. Begin plugging your devices back into the gateway, one at a time, testing to see whether they work before plugging the next one in. If you plug a device in and the internet stops working, you may have found the issue. For more help, visit telstra.com/support.